This is the one you've been waiting for. Hell, what we've all been waiting for. Fatebringer is the new kinetic 140 from the Vault of Glass, and time is officially a flat circle. Not just because of the fact that we've got a reissued weapon from a reissued raid, but because said reissued weapon is probably going to be in everyone's kinetic inventory permanently. My first impression of Fatebringer is that it's going to be a solid pick alongside Found Verdict for meta contention. After 8 hours and 29 minutes yesterday, my team cleared Vault of Glass and I was fortunate enough to get 2 drops of Fatebringer, one with explosive payload and kill clip, and the other with tunnel vision and Eye of the Storm, which I'm using for most of the footage. If you're curious to see what rolls you can get, I highly recommend checking out d2gunsmith.com. After the raid, I played some Crucible with this weapon and I immediately took to it. There was a real stickiness to the shots, a nice feeling cadence with the recoil and fire rate, and generally a healthy amount of stats across the board between range, stability and handling. My roll's reload speed was a little on the slow side for my liking, especially given how tunnel vision requires a reload for it to work, but this was solved with a hand cannon loader mod, and from there, things started to feel a lot more fluid. Tunnel vision on this weapon was nice, like really, really nice. I have a decent shot in this game, and I play on mouse and keyboard, so I've been personally hesitant to use any of the new guns with tunnel vision, but let me say this, I'm a believer now. It's not that tunnel vision aims for you, 140s already ship with a huge amount of aim assist, but it widens your margin for error to give the impression of more consistency. And I don't care that it might excuse an errant shot or two, I care more about killing people in as many situations as possible. When tunnel vision was active, I felt like I really couldn't miss. It's a fantastic S-tier perk on a hand cannon that already invites you to shoot it more and more and more. I just wish it lasted a little bit longer. Though on a deeper, more subconscious level, the Fatebringer just has it. In spades. This is really, really hard to describe. I suppose it's just sort of that magic or that X factor that just reminds us why Destiny is still, to this day, the best video game out there if you want good gunplay above all else. Fatebringer feels incredibly similar to Destiny 1 as I remember it. It's got good stability and handling to keep things feeling consistent and sharp, and whilst it's not quite a lightweight hand cannon, it certainly feels more spry and impactful than a Dire Promise, even though they kill equally well. As someone who loves a good hand cannon, for some reason, I just feel a lot more confident with my shots with this weapon than any other legendary 140 in the game. This might be nostalgia talking and being able to whip out the collection of brain cells that knows how to use Fatebringer from Destiny 1, but the mechanical feel of this weapon cannot be described as anything other than utterly superior to its competition. Speaking of which, the biggest thing I noticed in terms of a downside was that there was definitely less base range than what I'm used to with Ace of Spades and Palindrome, but it was hard to say how much less and whether or not it really mattered, or if it was dependent on the role that I had. Several times I had a few engagements that I was hitting folks for around 65 or 66 instead of the normal 70, and it didn't really matter because it was a pure 3-tap anyways. But it was enough to make me watch my initial positioning and move a little closer. My roll has 67 range, but my friend Kujay says that his roll with opening shot can 3-tap up to 35 meters with what looked like an 80 range roll with opening shot. I'll do some more testing for the full review later on. I don't want to make a supremely long first impressions video, so I'll just say this. On a very base level, Fatebringer invites you to shoot at it. The reason it's held in such high regard by Destiny 1 veterans is because nothing short of the Eyes Luna came close to matching the pure feel of this weapon. In Destiny 2, Ostringer and Palindrome are very, very close, but I think this gun just shoots, sounds, and feels better than those two. There's a massive question mark as to how it fares amongst its competition, but with the rolls you can get, there's something in this gun for every player of Destiny 2, and that's very special. I can't wait to get back into the Vault of Glass to hunt for more rolls of this. And that's it, a quick and dirty first impressions. Hope you liked it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see and hear more about the Fatebringer in the full review, which will come out soon. Would you like me to do this for more weapons? Please sound off below. Until next time, I'm Ascendant Nomad, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.